Moore wakes up one morning because her alarm goes off, but she realizes she doesn't have to go to work. She turns on her computer to play her favorite online game, but it has already been cancelled. She recalls playing the game once before. She searches for popular online games and comes across a newer one called Fruits to Me. She downloaded it and created her ideal male character. Hey, Ashley as her player name. She received a quest as soon as she logged, and failed to defeat the boss multiple times following the failures. Another player named Lily takes pity on Hash and assists in teaching him the basics of the game. Hey, actually is supported by Lil's healing. Ashley defeated the boss and received a sword as a drop. They also received gold and a pair of bracelets that matched Lil's bracelets. Hey, Ashley became animated and they both laughed. They went on adventures together until, hey, Ash reached the level of. Hey, Ashley had been avoiding Lily on Christmas Eve when the guild went for a gathering. I'm rather noticed Lily on the corner and she told him about, hey, Ashley, I'm Rhonda. Tells Cam to ask, hey, Ashley, during a quest. Hey, Ashley tells Ken that he just wanted to earn a crystal rose for Lil on his own. Kane warns him about romantic traumas in the real world. Mako buys some food and a game card from a convenience store, but asks for the last piece of chicken at the same time as an attractive man. She left the store in embarrassment. The next day, hey, Ashley and Lily exchange Christmas gifts on a quest with Lilac. Hey, Ashley lies to the clan about his true offline identity, claiming to be a 21-year-old college. And the woman in her 30s is guilty. During a walk with Lily, she informs him that the guild members were betting on Ash's identity. Hey, Ashley is also curious about Lily's age, but she claims it is best not to know. Lily became enraged when Mila asked about his identity. Lily's work later and hey, Ashley decides to stay with her. After that, Moore got sick to a lack of. On her way to the store, a man suddenly bumps into her. She later wakes up in the hospital and sees the man who bumped into her. As an apology, the man offers to pay her medical bills and provides her with his contact information, revealing himself as Judas Saccharide. The next day, hey, Ashley tells his guild mates about the incident with the genders reversed. I'm RDA and Lilac are both excited to hear about the romantic encounter. Cam suggests she start thanking this person via email. Hey, Ash idles for a while and Mako sends you to a message. Yuta receives her message and immediately sends a response. Hey, Ash comes back active and informs the others that he got invited for. While Moko is nervous about meeting Yuta in public, she gains confidence. After speaking with Lily again in the game world, she then sends a formal reply to Yuta the next morning. Yud's surprised to get a response from Moko Yuden and his coworker Hamer. How I go out to eat? Yuta asks if he knows Moriaka Moko, and Hamer remembers her. He talks about working with Moriko before, despite never having met her in person. He even shows a photo of Mariko and you did. Confirms she was the one he. After their meal, Uda reads Moko's message about politely declining his invitation that night. Mariko buys a game card for Fruits. Tor Kami. Fujimoto, a part-timer, recognizes the game. Mariko logs in and hey, Ash receives an expensive coat from Lily and the game, but is afraid to wear it. Lily might have ulterior motives. The two get together to talk about the. Lily tells the story of her time in the game and of being both a girl and a supporting character that everyone wanted to team up with. When Lily joined a guild, another female character accused her of seducing the guild master. Lily then wears her costly coat and asked Ash to be her partner. Moore was nervous about accepting a girl's feelings online, but she does sell. Not knowing who Lil's player is. The next day an event was announced in-game with loot boxes. Morgo tries to purchase a game card, but there is a 5-minute maintenance. Cammy and Mariko have a brief conversation about the game. Hey, Ash, Ashley and the others had a meetup and talked about the loot boxes. When Kim warned him about the Gash curse, hey, Yahi then tries to pull loot boxes, But all he gets are does members of the home clan attempt to find the rarest treasures in loot boxes in the Hey, Ashi got what he wanted later. Humor teases you two for being obsessed with Mariko lately. That night, Humor goes to the convenience store in the hopes of seeing Mariko. He notices hers. He is leaving it and invites her to meet him for drinks, and they exchange contact information. The next day at work, Humor tells Yuta about it. Hey, Ashi chats with Lily in game about planning to meet with a female outside the game. But his story seems very familiar to Lily. Lily's player pauses and gets. It turns out Lily's player is Yuta. Yuta now speculates that, hey, Ashi is Mariko, but he thinks that is not possible. Mariko is worried about her appearance for her meeting with Humor. Kasumi talks to her about their shared passion for fruits to Immers. They discovered they were on the same server, and Mariko discovers Hemi's character name. Hey, Ashi is terrified after learning from Lilac about a female acquaintance who utilized a male. Cam arrives and teases. Hey, Ashi, not to worry about things. Hey, Ashi apologizes and Fumi tells Mork to just do whatever she wants. More later tries to fix her hair in a salon and try on makeup despite her lack of experience. Hey, Ashi seeks offline advice on what to wear to his meeting from Lily, and Camp Lily whispers to Camp to remind him that he's a guy in real life. The two randomly say different responses mean. Yuta was told that Hamer's date is tomorrow, but hey, Ash's words suggested that it is today. Uda logs out after discovering, hey, Ashi is offline before a red and Yuta worries. He logs out and rushes to the public square to confirm his suspicions. He discovers a beautified Mariko in the crowd. He then calls out to her. Mako is surprised to see Yoda Hummer calls her and Moko realizes she is the wrong day of. Hamer asks Yuta if Moko is cute right now and he claims that she is. Hamer recommends that she and Yuta go out for a drink together instead. The two went out for a drink and talked about the first time they met, but Moko forgot about it. After that, Yuta walks Mariko home and mentions some words that sound familiar. The next day, Moko goes on a date with Hummer and he talks about Yuta being interested. They talk about their online gaming hobbies and online acquaintances. Yuta can't concentrate during their raid, and Hami sends him a photo of a defenseless Mariko who fell asleep during their date. Yuta becomes concerned. Harley exits the game and goes to Hamer's place to ask questions about the day. Moko comes home and realizes how she thinks of the game world is her home. Yudi is now certain that hey, Ashi is Mariko. He is not logged in for days now. He struggles to continue playing by pretend. He has no idea who hey, Ashi is. In the end, he still misses Mariko and hey, Ashi. Lily logs back in it and hey, Ashi is excited to see her fashion collection. After that, the two spend some time together in the usual tree. She starts talking about Yuta and happy to talk with him. Holler decides to give the game aid and persuades Moko to lend a hand. Moko intends to keep her online acquaintances away from Hamer by creating a new. The new character Molly is based on the previous game she played before Fruits. To me, Molly meets Hi Hamer's character who's got a cute face and a robust body that terrified Molly, Cam and Nico who are nearby. Advise the two to use a party chat. Hamer laughs at his character. Meanwhile, Haida comes home and receives a message from Holler about his start in Fruits to Mare with Mariko. He then receives a screenshot of Moo's new Charact, who resembles a character from a previous game. He played high when AFK messaged Yuda and the others waited in-game. Yuda then worries about logging back in. He remembers his partner Yuki from his previous game. Hai comes back online and informs everyone that his friend will also join. Yud fondly remembers playing the previous game, especially with. He then chooses to design a new character to play with. Hummer. Gudit is a foreigner who has been adopted by an elderly Japanese couple. After they died, he began playing a game called Nader SG. In this game, he met and bonded with a player named Yuki. They adventured together during the weekends when she was online. Yuki talks about quitting her job in real life after some time. Yuki tells her that she resigned and never saw her. Sakura then gives his new character the same name as in the last game, Hearth. Har went back again after being AFK and informed them that his friend was coming. Hearth appears and introduces himself to the others. He mentions his name to see if Mako is the same player from the previous game, but it looks like she did recognize him. Later the two went on a quest and Har mentions having played Nader SG before with the same name. Moko realizes that he was the one she played with before. Moko calls Yuta to ask if he knows Yuki from Nader SG, which Yuta confirms. They now recognize each other. Mariko is happy to meet him again. Yuta then tells Moko and he too is Lily, however, his battery died and Moko did tear him the next. The two coincidentally meet and confess that he is Lily. Mariko suddenly panics and Yu apologizes. He tells her how happy he is to be playing with her and announces that he'll quit playing. Mariko claims that she is also at fault, and both apologize to each other. Yuta hasn't logged into the game for a few days. Yuta believes she has been rejected by Moko. Hamer eventually arranges for both of them to meet in the park to resolve their issues in the convenience store. Morgo is concerned about her appearance when a store employee asked whether they are a couple. Mork runs and Una chases her. Mariko feels she doesn't deserve to be next to the handsome Yuta, but Yuta claims he doesn't think of her that way. However, they get caught in the rain and Yuta invites Mariko into his place. Mariko showers and panics about what to do, and Yuta prepares something for her to wear. Mariko is still self-conscious about her physical appearance. He offers her something warm to drink and Yuen is captivated by the sight of Mariko in an oversized. Mariko notices his computer setup and talks about the game. He offers to let her use it and logs in as Lily. Mariko panics as Yuta peeks over her shoulder. They talk about meeting and game friends in real life, and Yuta accidentally touches Mariko. After that, they cooked and had a meal together. Yuta later tells her not to put herself down too much. Sura-I notices her sobbing and wipes her tears with his sleeves. The sweet moment got disrupted by the washing machine as they walk back. Confesses to which Moko is hears and they both agree to keep playing and seeing each other in real life in the game. The guild members are relieved to see that the two are now fine together. Later, Hamer comes across the two and accuses Mariko and Yuta of having a date, which embarrasses the pair. Hamer teases Yuta and runs off. The couple starts to walk away, but more missteps. Uni caught her and naturally held her hand. Mako tries to put her hand away, but Yuta grabs it. Both of them are flustered and they hold hands while heading to their date. Like this video and subscribe, so you will be blessed with a girlfriend or boyfriend. Thanks for watching this anime recap. Comment below if you want a recap of another anime series. See you next time.